Hey guys, it's Angela here again at the chicken coop, and it's a beautiful day outside, so I decided to come out and get my greenhouse straightened up. I had worked in it a little bit, brought some plants in, and then brought some more plants in, but hadn't had a chance to get out here and kind of clean it up and straighten it up and, you know, go through the plants, that kind of thing. So I've been out here working today, and one of the things that I wanted to do was a follow-up on two plants that I had cut off and cut back, and I have had so much response to these two plants that I had repotted and cut back. And so I wanted to just kind of show you my greenhouse, get it that's ready for the winter, and show you an update on these two plants specifically. So let me get you turned around here and we'll look at these plants, okay? So first off, here is the greenhouse, just getting ready for winter, getting my plants in here. And the plants that I wanted to show you is number one, this split leaf Philodendron. This is one of the plants that I cut off, and it is thriving, as you can see. It is just doing so well. I've got new leaves coming on. There is, I don't know if you can see it down in there, there's the one that I cut off, and see, it's got a whole branch coming up out of it and one out of the bottom of it. Let me see if I can get down there. See how that one's coming out of the bottom of it? Whoop, there you go. And then that other one right there is the one that I cut off. So I took the top of one and planted it, and it's doing wonderful. More plants back there. Look at there, I got a geranium out there blooming. I've got another one up here blooming. But just getting all my plants ready for winter. Now the other plant I wanted to show y'all and talk to you about is my pencil cactus. This was the top of my pencil cactus. I'll refer to the video that I did before. The bottom of it, all the leaves and limbs and stuff had kind of died back due to Snowmageddon, but up at the top where all the heat of my greenhouse went up to, it actually survived. So what I did was I needed to cut that thing back anyways because it was just so tall and hitting the roof of my greenhouse. I cut it off and stuck the top into the same pot that it was growing in originally. And I was like, it's either going to live or it's going to die, but there you go. That's what we're going to have to do. And as you can see, it is thriving. It is put on tons of new growth. It's probably about a foot or more taller than it had been. I've got all these new growth that's coming out here, all this lime green. It's much fuller, so it's doing great. I cut back this basket plant and repotted some of the things that were growing off of it. I cut some stems off of my red leaf hibiscus out in the yard, and I'm attempting, I had them sticking in buckets of water, and they have rooted out, so now I've potted them up to see how they're going to fare. So that's one of my experiments for the year. And just getting everything, you know, buttoned down for the winter. I may take this big plant right here to my church, let them overwinter there. Just all sorts of things. Some things had died, and, you know, had to pull those out, got leaves in them, had to pull the leaves out. This is a plant, I don't remember what the name of it is, I have it, but it's, we call it little lady earrings, kind of. It gets this real dainty little flower that kind of drops like a little lady's earring. It's kind of like purple and pink, and it is way overgrown and bursting out of that pot. So that may be my next project, is to break that up and repot some of that. This plant right here, I had two of these, little succulent plant, and I had this big flapjack plant, and it has gone crazy. The other one I had, it was just so big, I just cut it off and repotted it. And it is, let me show you where that one is. Kind of pulled some plants out of here that weren't doing any good, cut them back, and I replanted that plant right there, that stalk. It was huge. I cut the top of it off. It was probably 4 or 5 feet tall. So just getting my hibiscus, it's coming back. It always looks terrible in here, but it's kind of coming back. That summer sun in the end just does a number on it, and at the end it starts putting on new growth here in the greenhouse. So just trying to get everything kind of tucked in, ready for winter. I've got a pot down there. One of my friends gave me a Schefflera that was had grown really lanky and tall, and I cut it back, and I'm going to repot them, see if I can root them out. And I cut off some of my ivy stems and going to plant them up, and then those are some seed pods of another plant out in my garden that I'm drying in here. So I look a mess, but I've been working. Of course, this is always one of my most favorite things to do, is work in my greenhouse. I love it. It's kind of like my relaxation time, but I think I'm getting everything ready for winter. We're looking good. I'll be much happier about the change of the weather now that I have all this done. So if you like my videos, please like and subscribe and share it with your friend, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.